Hey people, welcome to the live stream. So give me a minute. Let me check if I'm live or not. Okay, so then we can start ahead. It's a bad habit to say okay every time, right? I need to change it, man. Cool. So let's begin because it's already 9. Yeah. And okay, so those who are new, for them, we are following the study plan of SQL of 50 problems, both in SQL and in Pandas. Okay, so if you want to upskill and in the same, do share this section with your friends who are trying to do the same. Okay, so let's begin today's problem, guys. So today's problem is managers with at least 5 direct reports. Okay, so we have table employee and that's it. Okay, which has ID, name, department and manager ID. Okay, and here ID is the primary key and each row of this table indicates the name of employment, the department and the manager ID. So if manager ID is null, then the employee does not have the manager. Okay, and no employee will be the manager of themselves. That's true, right? So write a solution to find managers with at least 5 direct reports and return the result table in any order. So we want to write a solution where the manager has 5 reportees at least, okay, to him. Okay, so for example, from here you can see ID 101, 102, 3, 4, 5 and 6 with the name John, Dan, James, Amy, Annie and Ron. Okay, and department is as follows, and manager ID is for John it is null, and for others it is 101, so John is their manager basically. Okay, and the output is John because he has at least 5 reportees under him apart from him himself, right? So we need to write this solution and we just need to return the name. Okay, so what we can do is we can self join this table on manager ID. Okay, and then return the count of manager IDs greater than 5. That's it. Okay, so here's the deal. So select a dot name. So basically consider this employee table with the alias A first. Okay, from employee A and join employee E. Okay, on a dot id. So basically a dot id we are joining it on e dot manager id. So here e dot manager id in the sense we are referring to manager. Okay, group by e dot manager id. So we are grouping this by this manager id. Okay, and wherever this manager id count is greater than or equal to 5, we are returning the name of that employee basically, or the manager you can consider. Okay, so straightforward. Just don't get confused here like what we need to join and get in the output. So this is that. Okay, this is the solution. So basically get name and join. So if you want to break down this, let me remove the having. Okay, and let's run this and see the output. Okay, so that you will see what kind of output we get. Okay, group by acha, okay. Okay, but if I submit this, now it got accepted because it is just the single test case. But if I submit this, it won't get accepted because we have not mentioned the count. Yeah, you can say this. So let's use this test case also and then run. Okay, so that we will get the output and try to see what is the output we are getting here. So we are getting in the output Dan also, but here you can see. Let me expand this. Here you can see. Okay, so 102, 102, 102, 102. So basically 102, that is Dan, has occurred only 4 times, but it has given us the output of Dan also. So that is the reason we need to give the count. Okay, yeah, yeah, that is the reason. Okay, so let me control Z and let us submit now. Okay, again I'm saying okay. Okay, so our test cases got passed and our solution got accepted. Okay, so this is the query, guys. Hope you understood this because not much of a confusion, straightforward query. Okay, Next let's go to pandas. Okay, so in case of pandas we have the employee data frame. Okay, so what we can do is in the report variable, that is report df variable, what we will do is employee dot group by manager id, and as index false in the sense, what you can say, we don't want the index part. Okay, and dot agree, uh, aggregation, so basically this aggregates in the sense like count, sum, min, max, mean, etc. Okay, and report count we are giving the column name here, and manager id we are counting it. Okay, so let me return the report df here. Okay, so control x and report. Let's see if I get the output, so that we will understand what we are getting this output, right? Yeah. Okay, so here you can see we got manager id as the output, so that is the manager id. Okay, and we got the count of it as report count, so basically this is the column name and this is the count, because we have mentioned the count of manager id. So 101 has occurred 5 times. Okay, because we are grouping it by manager id. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, and if now if I control z, okay, what we are doing here is return employee of employee id dot is in. Okay, so whichever employee id is in report data frame. Okay, and where the report data frame dot report count is greater than 5, so this count is greater than or equal to 5 of manager id, we are returning the name of that. Okay, so hope it is not confusing. So what we are doing here is we are comparing the employee data frame or filtering out the employee data frame where the employee id is in this report data frame, where the count of report where this count is greater than or equal to 5 of the manager id. Okay, and we are returning the name from that. Okay, got it, right? So wherever the manager id, sorry, wherever the manager id the count is greater than or equal to 5, we are returning the name of it. Okay, so if I run this, so same output. Okay, so we will get the output as given below. Okay, so hope this is not confusing. Okay, so if you want to understand this, let's go to gpt and ask us to break down this with an example. Okay, because yeah, let's break down and explain this query with simple example. Okay, let's see what it gives. Okay, it is writing. Okay, so here you can see first it is doing employee id is in, that means this is checking whether the employee's id is present in the list of manager ids from another data frame, that is report df. Okay, so first it is checking the employee id is in present in the list of manager ids from another data frame, that is this which is this one. Okay, and then report df of report count is greater than, okay, this line. So basically from here where it is, from here, so this line till here. Okay, so what it is doing here is, oh sorry, it's still here. Okay, till manager id. Okay, so here you are filtering the report df data frame to get only those rows where the report count, number of people the manager supervises greater than or equal to 5. So basically wherever the report count is greater than or equal to 5, it is filtering out from the report df itself. So after filtering, you are selecting the column manager id which contains the ids of managers. So we are selecting the manager id after filtering this. Okay, so now the breakdown is good. Now employee, okay, now you are filtering the employee data frame. For each employee, it checks if their id is present in the list of manager ids from step 2, basically this step 2, and that is manager with 5 or more reportees. And finally, after filtering the employees, we are selecting only name of column to show the names of those employees who are also the manager with at least 5 reportees. So finally, this name is being selected from the employee data frame. Okay, so don't get confused here. So this is filtering out the id. Okay, okay, and this is filtering out the name, okay, and finally we are getting the output from employee table or the employee data frame. So this is employee data frame and this is report data frame. So here we are filtering out 101, okay, uh, and 103, okay. So 101 and 103 here we are getting it from report df, okay. Here you can see 101 and 103, right? And filter the employee where id is in 101 and 103. So basically if 101 and 103 is in employee data frame, that is the id, if it is there in the employee data frame, we are returning the name of that. So this data frame 101 and 103, we are returning this name, Alice and Carol, okay. So this is how we get the output, okay. So GPT-4 or GPT helps us to make it understand in a better way if you learn it in a proper format how to use, okay. So hope this was helpful, guys. Hope you learned something from this video, both in SQL and in Pandas. And if you do like, share and subscribe with your friends. And yeah, let's solve every day or on the weekdays at exactly 9. And if you're willing to comment out your doubts also, I can solve it at that moment itself. So do share. Let's learn something, at least a few things on daily basis, okay. So yeah, till then, take care, bye.